Hello, good morning, children. Now today I take multiple choice questions of FA2 chapters: direct and inverse variations, algebraic identities, parallel lines, and introduction to algebra. Introduction to graph. So here choose the correct answers. First one, if x and y vary directly with each other and x is equal to 24, what is y when constant of variation is 3? X and y vary directly. So what is the directly condition? That is x upon y is equal to k. X is 24. What is y? So ratio of their corresponding value remains constant. X upon y is equal to k. X is equal to 24. Y is equal to k. K is your constant of variation is 3. K upon 1. Cross multiply. 3y is equal to 24 and y is equal to 20 upon 3 is equal to 8. Your right answer is 8. So directly condition is ratio of their corresponding value remains constant. And second, if L is inversely proportional to root m and L is equal to 6 when m is equal to 4, what is the value of m when L is equal to 4? So L is inversely proportional to root m. L is inversely proportional to root m. It means L is proportional to 1 upon root m, or L root m is equal to k. K is called your constant of variations. L is equal to 6, root m is equal to 4. The square root of 4 is 2, 6 2 is 12. K is equal to 12. In second case, L root m is equal to k. K is your 12. L is your 4. Root 5. Root 5 is equal to 12 upon 4, 3. And squaring on both sides. To cancel square root and square, we are squaring on both sides. So m is equal to 3 square means 9. So its value is 9. So your answer is 9. Third, if x and y vary inversely, and x is equal to 25 when y is equal to 3, find y when x is equal to 15. X and y vary inversely. It means x into y, product of their corresponding value remains constant. X into y is equal to k. X is equal to 25 and y is equal to 3. X is equal to 70. So k is equal to 75. Now x is equal to 15. Find y. Constant of variation is 75. So y is equal to 15 upon. So 75 upon 15 is equal to 5. So your answer is first part. Fourth, the factors of x cube minus 3x minus 54. So here is your trinomial expressions. So write the factors of. So in a trinomial expression you can use identity first, second and fifth. But here 54 is not a perfect square number. So we can use identity fifth. X square plus a plus bx plus ab. So write the factors of 54. 18 3 is 54. Either you can add or subtract. It is not equal to minus 3. 9 6 is 54. So here a and b are your 9 and 6. A is equal to minus 9 and b is equal to 6. Because coefficient of x is equal to minus 3. The greater number will be your minus and the smaller number will be your positive. Minus 9 plus 6 minus 3x. Minus 9 6 are minus 54. So answer is x minus 9 into x plus 6. This is your third option, x minus 9 into x plus 6. Now next, fifth, factorized form of x square minus 1 minus 2y minus y square is. Here are this is your quadrinomial expressions. 4 terms are there, 1 2 3 4. So last 3 terms are of negative sign. So here we can common of minus sign, then inside in this bracket becomes y square plus 2y plus 1. So x square minus y square plus 2y plus 1. Again this is your identity first. A square plus 2ab plus b. A plus b, y plus 1 whole square. Now a square minus b square is equal to third identity, that is a plus b into a minus b. x into x plus y plus 1 into x minus y minus 1. So your answer is x plus y plus 1 into x minus y minus 1. This is your second option. Now next, sixth, simplify 3x plus 7y whole square minus 3x minus 7y whole square. Either you can use identity a plus b whole square, a minus b whole square, and minus is common here, or it is very simple that you can use identity third here, a square minus b square, a plus b into a minus b. 3x plus 7y plus 3x minus 7y into 3x plus 7y minus 3x plus 7y. This is equal to 3x plus 3x 6x into 7y plus 7y 14y. 6x into 14y is equal to 84xy. So your right answer is A, 84xy. Evaluate 75 square minus 65 square. Again identity a square minus b square, same sum, a plus b into a minus b. 75 plus 65 140, 75 minus 65 10, 140 into 10 is equal to 1400. This is your answers. Fourth one is your answers. Next, eighth. Now in the figures, which one is your correct? Check which one is your true. Is A parallel to B, D parallel to E, B parallel to C, A parallel to C, or D parallel to E? Now for A parallel to B, this angle is your 110, corresponding angle 110, 110 plus 60, 170. It means A is not parallel to B. To check B parallel to C, vertically open angles are 60, 115 plus 16, 175. It is not equal to 180 because in conterior angles the sum of the angles is 180. Again B is not parallel to C. Now for A or C, 110 and 115 are your pairs of corresponding angles. Not, they are not equal. Again A is not parallel to C. Next D parallel to E. If this angle is your 60, then this angle is also equal to 60. 120 plus 60, 180. This form your linear pair. Yes, in a linear pair the sum of two angles is 180. So therefore D parallel to E. Your answer is this, D parallel to E. Now next, ninth, in the given figure angle M is equal to angle N. Which two sides are parallel? If M parallel to N, they are pairs of corresponding angles. If pairs of corresponding angles are equal, then lines AB parallel to CD. Line AB parallel to CD. Your right answer. Now the coordinates of the origin are 1 1, 5 5, 10 10, 0 0. Origin. Here x coordinate and y coordinate meet at point O. O is called origin. At origin your x coordinate and y coordinate both are 0 and 0. This will be your answers. Next, the distance of point P 35. Distance of point P 35. X coordinate is your 3 and y coordinate is your 5. X is your 3 and y is your 5. They meet at point P. From x-axis. From x-axis your this distance is your 5 unit. Your answer will be 5. For x-axis distance is 5 and from y-axis your distance is 3. Okay. Now next, if a point lies on x-axis, its coordinates are, here x-axis and y-axis are two lines, they meet at point O. If a point lies on x-axis, x coordinate is your x and y is your 0. x0 is your answer. This is your x0. Third is your right answer. Now the distance of point from y-axis is called ordinate, abscissa, y coordinates, none of these. The distance of point from y-axis, the distance of point from y-axis is called your abscissa. Your answer is, this one is ordinate, abscissa. Your answer is abscissa. The distance of point from y-axis is called your abscissa, and distance of point from x-axis is called your ordinate. So homework, revise and frame such type of questions of FA2 syllabus. I already mentioned your FA2 syllabus, that is direct and inverse relations, algebraic identity, parallel lines and introduction to graph. Next video for revision will be, I will send you on Monday, that is 24th August. So topic revision of introduction to graph. So thank you very much. Have a nice day. Bye bye.